Why are women called selfish when they choose themselves? There are few movies that have been mocked as much as Eat, Pray, Love. For years, people dismissed it as a story about a privileged woman having a midlife crisis. A woman who left her marriage, quit her life, traveled the world, and went searching for herself. But I think that criticism misses the point entirely, because Eat, Pray, Love asks a question that many people feel uncomfortable asking. What happens when the life you've built no longer feels like your own? When we first meet Liz, she appears to have everything society tells us we should want: marriage, a home, a career, stability. From the outside, her life looks successful, but internally, something isn't right. She's unhappy, disconnected, lost, and that's where many people stop listening. Because we're often taught that gratitude should cancel out dissatisfaction. If your life looks good on paper, you're supposed to be happy. If you have what other people want, you're supposed to appreciate it. If you've achieved the milestones, you're supposed to stop questioning them. But human beings don't work that way. A life can be socially successful and emotionally unlivable at the same time. That's what Liz realizes. And that's why her decision to leave creates so much judgment. People often say they support authenticity, until authenticity requires someone to make a choice they don't understand. Suddenly she's selfish, ungrateful, irresponsible, self-indulgent. But notice something interesting. When people sacrifice themselves for relationships, careers, family obligations, or social expectations, they're often praised. When they leave those things to discover who they are, they're often criticized. Why? Because self-abandonment is familiar. Self-discovery is disruptive. The reason Eat, Pray, Love resonates with so many people isn't because everyone wants to travel the world. It's because many people recognize the feeling beneath the story. The feeling of waking up one day and wondering, how did I get here? Whose life am I living? What do I actually want? Those questions aren't selfish, they're human. Throughout the film, Liz searches for answers in food, spirituality, relationships, and travel. But what she's really searching for is permission. Permission to exist outside expectations she has spent years carrying. And that's a journey many people never take, especially women. Women are often socialized to be caregivers, partners, mothers, support systems, and peacekeepers. But far fewer people ask women who they are when those roles are stripped away. Who are you when you're not taking care of everyone else? Who are you when you're not performing the version of yourself that other people expect? Who are you when you're finally alone with your own thoughts? Those are the questions Eat, Pray, Love explores. They're not easy questions, because sometimes self-discovery requires disappointing people. Sometimes growth requires leaving things behind. Sometimes becoming yourself means walking away from a version of success that no longer fits. That doesn't mean every marriage should end. It doesn't mean everyone should quit their job and buy a plane ticket. The film isn't prescribing a solution. Exploring a reality. The reality that many people spend years living according to expectations they never consciously chose. And eventually some of them begin to wonder if there might be another way. That's why I think Eat, Pray, Love has endured. Not because it's about travel, not because it's about romance, but because, it's about identity. It's about the courage to question a life that looks good from the outside, and the willingness to keep searching until it feels right on the inside. The film leaves us with a question that many adults eventually face. Are you living a life that reflects who you are? Or a life that reflects what you've been told you should want? Because those aren't always the same thing. And sometimes the most important journey isn't around the world, it's back to yourself.